Hey everybody, welcome back. This is the third segment of my pilgrimage series on my growing up time. The first one was at Trimmer slash Sunset Lane Elementary School. The second one was down there to the junior high school, now the middle school. And here we are at West York Area High School, where I called home from 1983, September 1983 to June 1987. Now, the difference between this school and the other two we visited so far is that, at least from the outside, fundamentally it looks pretty much the same. Uh, Behind me here, um, which is the gym, back of this wall, that's all been redone and it's been extended out that way. Okay, but the building on the outside looks pretty much the same. Now, in the back, there's been some changes. Um, the entrance was here. I'm going to kind of move over here. Okay, the entrance was always here. The difference is, and the lobby's pretty much the same. And over there is the auditorium where we would have assemblies and such. That's pretty well, even on the inside, that still pretty much looks the same. On the other side of this auditorium was the music wing, band and choir rooms, etc. Okay, what's really different, and you can't see it from here, is the inside has been completely redone. The stairs now are right in the middle of the lobby. In the middle of the lobby where we would go after lunch or wait for buses and things, there used to be this big round podium thing with a bulldog sitting on top of it. Where that was now is a staircase to go to the second floor. I only know these things because I had three kids go through here. So obviously things have changed a lot. Even you can't see in the front here, but when I went to school here, if your parents come to get you, or you had to come in even later on after you graduated for something, you just walked in. Now the way the world is, of course, after Columbine and such, there's like 4 levels of security to get in the building. Um, it's like a max security prison just to get in here, or really any school. And I understand why it is, but it just kind of stinks that that's the way the world is right now. So just a couple of things about my time here. Um, if you face that way, you'll see the athletic field. That's a little bit different. That's where the football team played. I'm not going to get up close to it for time purposes. Um, we didn't have lights at the time when I was in school, so there couldn't be any Friday night football games. There's now lights. Um, One of the significant things I remember about the athletic field is there used to be a tradition the last week of school. They would have a softball tournament the entire last week of school. So you would go in the morning and check in, and then they'd send the whole school down to the athletic field. Either you played on a team or you just hung out on a blanket or whatever. I remember my ninth grade year, guys were bringing cardboard to break dance. That's back in fall of '83. But it must have ended, like I said, it was a long-standing tradition. It must have ended shortly thereafter, because a lot of people that went to high school after me don't remember the softball tournament. Now, towards the back here, and I may be doing a whole section on this, in the alley behind the athletic field, there was a little restaurant created in somebody's garage called Hunt's, where we would go for lunch. They had candies you could buy, and some grilled food like burgers and such. What I remember about that is in January of '86, which was my 11th grade year, we were out to open lunch, and we saw at lunchtime the Challenger explode. They had a TV hanging from the ceiling, and I actually saw that happen along with my cohorts that were there with me. Um, and open lunch was another thing we should talk about here at West York, and they still have it. If you're in 11th and 12th grade, upperclassmen, you could go out, you could anywhere within walking distance. Truth be told, some of us drove, and you could go out to eat. There used to be a McDonald's up the street here. It's now been moved. Burger King was down in West York. That's also been moved. Pretty much everything's changed. But we had school dances in here too. That was always fun. Always enjoyed the school dances. They kind of waned out as I got older in the 11th and 12th grade. Only the proms and homecomings and such. But again, like my little foray into the junior high over there, as I said, it was a great time to be in school. It's a great time to grow up. The mid '80s. There were a lot of different crowds and things. I kind of moved between crowds. At some points, I was wearing a heavy metal T-shirt. One of the Judas Priest half shirts with the white sleeves. You get it to fair. It's 3/4. Sometimes I'll be wearing skinny ties and there's, you know, Gap or Benetton sweaters. Be doing the Alex P. Keaton look from Family Ties. I guess high school's the time when you find yourself, right? Try on some different hats and see where you can where you fit. So I never did fit anywhere particularly well. I fit in a lot of different areas, but I loved it. It was a great time. Got my first job while I was in high school. Of all places, guess what? Working at a record store. And I went from there to the job that would pretty much define me, which was working at the movie theater. But we're going to do a whole section on that. That's your teaser for that one. So thanks for joining me today. We have a beautiful day out here. Thanks for coming out to the high school, and thanks for enjoying the Pilgrimage series. So spread it around. Tell your friends about it. I love doing this stuff. So we got a lot more coming. We'll see you soon, okay? Take care. Peace.